I'm Pamela Pupkin, and this Valentine's Day, let's practice loving ourselves. And also Alan.
I don't even know what you've been up to because you're blocked on all my social media. Because you post out-of-pocket shit.
I'm an odd person, but
Really?
I embrace
You're just
it now.
figuring that out.
Patti Stanger!
You're a third-generation matchmaker.
Correct.
Thoughts on pegging? A fitness program designed specifically for sluts.
1, 2, 3, praise the Lord!
Why do all men cheat?
I don't think they all cheat.
Patti.
They don't all cheat.
I've got 3 words for you. Stephen fucking...
Hey guys, Helen Horbath here. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a long time. I took a break. For the last 5 years. For the last 5 years, I did a little time in jail. We'll get into that in another episode. Lots happened. I wanted to update you guys, let you know I'm alive and thriving. I'm still in my mom's basement. But that's a choice. That is a choice. For those of you hating-ass bitches who are, Helen, get a job. I have a job, bitch. Okay, it's scamming the government. Try it. It's actually fairly easy. I told them I have extreme social anxiety triggered by fluorescent lighting and people sneezing, and now I'm on disability. Like, I literally get paid to sit in my mom's basement, watch TikTok, and diddle my skittle. I don't know, a lot's happened in the last 5 years. I got wildly addicted to catnip. Apparently it's not just for felines. Okay, I was out of weed one day and my grandma fucking smoked it all. Bitch. And so I took some of Whisker's stash, and the next minute I know I'm rolling on the floor for 12 hours straight, and I've got an obsession with laser pens. It was really, really dark. But I'm a couple months off the catnip, and, I'm working a lot on self-love. And I don't mean yoga. I mean, just aggressively damming my beaver. Flicking my bean. Buffing my pearl.
We rolling? Hi, y'all. I'm Pamela Pupkin, and you're watching the Pamela Pupkin podcast starring Pamela Pupkin. I'm Pamela Pupkin. They say the most important decision you'll ever make is who you choose to spend the rest of your life with. Boy, did I fuck that one up. My ex is currently in Las Vegas, gambling away our savings and banging a escort named Gertrude. He's got a senior fetish. And this is why I'm so excited to introduce our first guest today, third-generation millionaire matchmaker, known for her no-nonsense, some would say cunty, approach. Relationship, fucked up the word. Relationship expert and hottie with a body, Patti Stanger. Come on out. Woo! Come on. Dance. Just keep dancing a little bit.
More dance?
Yeah.
More dance?
That's great. Just look happier to be here.
Okay. All righty. Okay.
Patti Stanger. Clap. Patti, thank you so much for being
Oh,
here.
well, thank you for
How you
having
feeling
me.
today?
I like your outfit.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Wow. I've been a fan for a long time.
Thank you.
Yes, you're amazing. You're a third generation matchmaker.
Correct.
So that means you've been matchmaking for 100 years. Aren't you tired?
At least 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed in the dating scene?
Well, I think that everybody could blame the apps, but I
Okay.
don't really blame the apps. I blame laziness.
Mm.
Laziness, yeah.
Do you think that social media and dating apps have turned people into massive sluts?
I think they used to. I think now they've
Yeah.
become so isolated in their own environments, like no one's getting out of the house and no one's dating. So
Nobody's-
in the early days, like maybe the Tinder era,
Yeah.
they were, But now like that's over. Like
Right.
everybody's obsessed with TikTok and YouTube, as you know,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
not just doing it anymore. They're not getting it at the house. Men are not asking women out also. That's another thing. I'm blaming the men. I know I'm going to get yelled at.
Right. Because everybody's
Because women have to
everyone's
wait
so
for
sensitive.
men.
You can't say anything.
No, because women have to wait for men to ask them out. Like you're
Why
old
is
school.
that?
Because in old school culture, women, women waited to be received and they fielded offers and they were gentlemen. Now it's all about like, let's split 50-50, you pay for me. Like,
How do you
like the
feel
roles
about
up.
50-50?
I don't like 50-50.
Tell me why.
I hate it.
Sorry.
Because it
The kale
basically
juice.
it neutralizes the sex in the relationship.
50-50 does?
50-50 neutralizes the sex, so you go into friendship zone.
Really?
Yeah,
So
because
the women are going to get wet
think of
with 50-50?
No, like think about it. A woman's not going to get all sexually aroused and
You
wet.
ever been in a 50-50 relationship?
Yes, hated it.
Okay,
Hated
so practice what you preach.
Hated it.
Practice
Hated
what you preach.
Hated it. Also, don't like when a woman pays for a man. I'm old school.
Okay. Have you ever paid for a man?
Yes, and
Okay,
I hated it.
So
Hated it.
you're not really taking your own advice.
No, I've tried. No, in
Okay.
other words, I've made mistakes to understand.
Those who can't do teach?
Yeah, what? I've made mistakes to understand what I've done wrong so that when I teach, I can prove my theory.
I see. So you're saying,
Yeah.
here's all the ways that I fucked up so you don't have to.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay. Do you ever question if marriage is just a beautifully packaged trap, selling eternal happiness while binding people with legal, financial, and societal chains, that at its core, it's just a quiet prison of unmet expectations
You've had
and
a really,
fading intimacy?
You've had a really rough time for you to say that. You thought of that. I don't think it's a prison. I think it's what you make it.
So why are 52% of people divorced and the 48% that are still married want to fucking kill each other? Answer me that.
Because
Riddle me that, Patty.
the relationships are hard to make
Okay.
it keep going. It's really good in the beginning. You got a lot of dopamine,
Right.
serotonin, all the fun stuff. And a
Mhm.
couple, 2-3 years in, you become roommates. Look at Jessica Alba. She just said she's getting a divorce
getting a
because they're
divorce.
like roommates. And that said, the sex went off the cliff and she makes more money than the man. And those kind of,
Who's going to make more money than Jessica Alba?
well, look at Jessica Simpson. She's getting a divorce for the same reason.
Everybody's getting a divorce.
Well, when the woman eclipses the man and is more successful, it doesn't really work because the men cannot handle it.
That's why we're single.
That's why a lot of them are single.
Do
yeah.
people give you a lot of shit for being a matchmaker who's single?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes and no. Like people,
Guys, what's going on?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Lazarus?
He's just moving me.
What the
right
fuck?
now.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
sorry. Can I answer that question again?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Just,
I'll wait till there's something moving. Is it making noise?
Lazarus, come fix my hair, please.
Okay. I just want to say I love you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my God, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why this shirt?
I just thought it would be
Okay.
something. I
Off.
lost 10 pounds
Off.
and stuff.
Yay, good
so
for
I'm just
you.
trying to really
Okay.
get my figure out
Yeah.
there.
You're not taking Ozempic?
No, I'm not taking Ozempic.
Do you
but
think he should?
Well, everybody's on the juice. Anybody you see skinny? Come on, Mindy Kaling, come on, skinny.
I know. I
On the
think- I
juice.
thought about it. And I even asked,
Actually, Teraziptide's better.
I heard that.
That's
I heard
way
that.
better,
And
way
I talked
better.
to my mom about that, but she told me just to do the old-fashioned way. So I've been really just working out, going to the gym. I got a
Good
new
for
trainer and
you.
stuff like that. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay. Oh.
'Cause
Okay.
she-
So
okay,
back to
okay.
what you were saying.
All right. So basically, when you're a matchmaker and you're single or
Okay.
divorced, whatever, you're going to get shit no matter what. But
Right.
the real people that really love you,
Mhm.
they understand. I have my own issues.
Okay.
I'm in LA. I'm older. And I'm trying to find someone at my own level, which is really hard. And I really should be back on the East Coast where they're better men than they are in LA, because LA has terrible men, terrible men. Don't come here. If you're listening, don't come here. There's nobody for anyone. It's really awful.
So you think you'd have better luck on the East Coast?
Yeah, men are way more old school.
In what way?
And there's more men. Do you know that when you go east of the Mississippi,
Yeah.
do you know more of the population in the United States lives there than the West?
So you're blaming Los Angeles.
I'm blaming Los Angeles because the men are children.
Okay. I see.
And the
Okay.
women are suffering, and they're the most beautiful women in the world.
Okay. What's your
I said something and hit a nerve, and it's all good. All good. All good. Thank you, Lazarus.
No problem, girlfriend.
If you don't stop fucking talking, I swear to God.
She's going to come kill you. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay. How do you tell the difference between compatibility and infatuation? I'm asking for a friend who dated a man who bought her a margarita and then stole her car. That friend is me.
Chemistry is usually infatuation until it becomes a serious relationship. Compatibility is like, does all the things in your life line up? Do you want to get married? I want to
Okay.
get married. Do you want to live together first? I want to live together first.
Do you want to do anal or do you prefer?
Right. You want to do anal. You want to
just
do
pegging?
Yeah, pegging. Oh yeah, pegging. Okay. And
Thoughts on pegging?
I have no interest in it, but I'm sure a lot of people like it.
I love it.
I don't want to be the man. I like to be dominated, to be honest with you.
What?
I'm the man all day at work. I don't want to be the man. I like to be
exactly.
dominated. I
You
like
don't
you
wanna
to get
put
on
it-
top of me and feel the weight on you.
I see.
You know?
I see. Okay.
I am a total bottom. Let's
Okay.
put it that way.
Okay. I like that. Now, why do you think it is that so many of us keep dating the wrong type of person over and over? Is it because we're dumb
Mm-mm.
or because we're fucking stupid?
Because the lesson hasn't been learned yet. So the more you keep doing it, the more you get closer to finishing the lesson. And then when you stopped attracting that same type of person,
Okay.
the lesson is over. You have completed, you've graduated.
I see.
Yeah.
See. Do you feel like you've learned the lesson?
Yes, completely.
Really?
My dad was an alcoholic
Okay.
and was abusive to my mother and my sister and I. And I attracted the secret alcoholic who the money went up and down. I don't attract that anymore.
I see.
Yeah, and I went through a couple of them.
Really?
Oh yeah, they hide that they're
It's
they're
terrible.
using.
That's
It's
my
terrible.
type too. My
Yeah.
dad,
Hot,
same thing.
sexy.
Yes.
Fool me once, fool me
Passionate.
twice, fool me 3 times, and I'm done. Yeah,
Then
usually by
he's
the third
picking up
time.
the meth.
Third
pipe.
time, I usually get it. Yeah.
Okay, Patti, you mentioned breaking ancestral wounds
Yeah.
to have a healthy relationship. Does that mean I need to forgive my cunt of a grandma?
Yes. You gotta forgive for instance, one wound. Let's say you've always been poor.
Okay.
And every generation has been poor. That's an ancestral wound.
Okay.
Someone along that ancestral line should be breaking it and become successful.
Okay.
We don't have to be poor just because our forefathers are. So
see.
that is the wounds. But you do it in relationships too.
Okay.
If you've always attracted people who did drugs.
Mm,
Okay, maybe grandma was a drug addict.
That's
or
right.
great grandma was a drug addict.
she
Or
loved the
grandpa.
pipe.
So you want to break those patterns. But sometimes they're subtle wounds. Sometimes they're everybody in my line criticizes, and I'm a criticizer. It could be traits also. It doesn't always have to be something tremendous.
I see. Okay, this is really insightful.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good.
Thank you.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Thank you. She's talking again.
We could just hear. I could hear you.
A lot she's saying.
Okay. Why do all men cheat?
I don't think they all cheat.
Patti.
They don't all cheat.
Patti.
They don't all cheat.
I've got 3 words for you. Stephen fucking Hawking.
Okay. They don't all
He fucking
cheat.
cheated.
I
Speak
know.
on it, sis.
I don't know how he
He-
cheated. How did he cheat?
That's what I'm saying. He fucking blinked twice and she showed her titties.
Well, I mean, I think that, okay, they don't all cheat.
Patti.
My father didn't cheat on my mother. I know
That
that
you
for a
know
fact.
of.
No, I know he didn't.
How do you know?
Because he was obsessed with her.
He was cheating
Yeah.
on her with the alcohol, though.
No, he didn't. He didn't. My father wasn't that sexual. He was obsessed with her. I know when a man's sexual. I mean, I do this for a living. My dad was majorly in love with my mother, emotionally and sexually, and he was loyal. Okay, my mother would
A
have cheated.
different time.
My
It
mother
was-
would have cheated on my father,
Really?
but not my father. Yeah, I don't think they either cheated, but
It was a different
It was
time.
a different era. Okay.
Do you think OnlyFans, the apps, is that making people too sexual, too slutty?
I think the reason men cheat that not all of them. If you say an absolute, it becomes a reality,
Oh,
right?
God.
You got to stop saying your
Oh,
absolutes.
God.
What would Jesus say?
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm just saying, that's
Yes.
wrong, right?
Okay.
So the point
okay.
is, when men cheat, it's not about you, it's about them. However,
Yeah.
how you allow from the moment you find out they cheated,
Yeah.
to how you allow it to transpire. Like if you say, we're going to stay together for the sake of the kids and we're going
Right.
to work on it.
Right.
Okay, and then he does it again.
Wake it up. Wake it up.
That's on you.
So
That's on you.
So you're big into manifestation.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And so Now, that means if I were to say, oh, men cheat, that's my reality, that's going to be my reality.
That's an ancestral thing, probably.
Okay,
From your, that's ancestral. So you might have in your lineage a grandmother, grandfather, whoever it is.
Okay.
Cheating was in the lineage. You
Okay.
program it into your brain, and then your reality becomes that. And Steven shows you, or, you know, right.
So I need to change my...
Right.
But then what do I
But
just
like
lie?
you-
Do I just
but-
lie to myself and say,
Yes.
oh, no men cheat.
Yeah.
Every man's
No,
loyal.
you say
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
cheats on me.
Nobody cheats on me.
Nobody cheats on me because I'm so worthy of love. Why would anybody cheat on me?
Wow.
And when Stephen Hawking's got cheated on his wife or whatever, I know somebody else who's famous in the news who's blind that cheated on his wife too. By the way, I'll tell you afterwards. I can't tell you on camera. I don't want to get canceled.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but I know for.
But you say it's important to raise your vibration
Yeah.
to attract the right partner. But
Very spiritually.
my
You want to be
vibrator is
spiritual.
at a level 10. So
But-
what am I to do?
But you keep raising your vibration spiritually, then you're going to attract better men.
It's already
And you're
at
going
the
to attract
highest
less losers and more quality.
level. Okay.
So if the losers are coming your way, that means you have work. That's only
You
if
got
you
low
keep
vibration.
attracting assholes, even if you're angry about it, that means you got work to do. Work on
Okay,
yourself.
I love it. I love it. Lazarus, shut the fuck up.
Have you ever wanted to give a shout out to your favorite podcast host or creator? Or maybe you're a creator yourself, you're looking for an easy way to monetize your content while keeping your audience engaged? Well, that's exactly what Holler is here for. Holler is a shout out platform designed for podcasters, streamers, and creators of all kinds. It gives your audience a fun and unique way to support your content while you get paid for reading their personalized messages on your show or your live stream. So here's how it works. You set up your page, you sign up for free, create personalized page where you control the price for your shout outs. Then to promote your page, you share your Holler link with your audience, mention it during your show, add it to your bio, or include it in your link tree. Managing your shoutouts is easy. You can accept or reject your incoming requests right from your dashboard, then have fun reading them live on your podcast or your stream. Holler is totally free to sign up and totally free to use, making it an easy way to add a new revenue stream without any upfront costs. Whether you're a comedian, a musician, a podcaster, a streamer, Holler gives your fans a direct way to interact with you while supporting the content they love. And the best part, you can get a shout out on this show right now. Go to holler.baby/Laura Clery to request your shout out today.
So what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Just dinner.
Where?
I don't know.
No reservations?
He made reservations. It's a surprise.
You hate surprises.
I do not hate surprises.
You literally freak out when anyone enters any room.
That's being startled. I'm a jumper. My mom's a jumper. My grandma's a jumper. It's genetic. We've got startled disorder.
Another disorder to add to the list?
I think you have more disorders than me. Who's the one that's been in a psych ward?
I've never been in a psych ward.
Well, you should have been. Bye.
Oh, what am I doing for Valentine's Day?
I didn't ask.
Oh, I don't know, probably something really romantic. Long walk on the beach, maybe write her a song.
That sounds nice.
Yours sounds rubbish.
Hey, do you remember that one Valentine's Day where I tried to do a sexy dance, but I was 8 months pregnant and I just pissed myself?
Yeah, you were like a wet, angry, massive, flopping seal.
That was a messy one.
Okay, see you Thursday.
Don't be late.
You can talk.
Hey, Mommy, you pee yourself too?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm assuming people know, but Steven and I are obviously co-parents to a 3 and a 5-year-old. And Steven lives a mile down the road and has the kids around 2 nights a week. And
But I took them on New Year's
Yes.
Eve because I'm a bit like
wait,
Jesus.
I got you're a bit like Jesus. I was shocked, by the way, because Steven said he would take the kids on New Year's Eve so I could go out with my boyfriend to dinner. And then we went to go see Morrissey, which Steven, I gotta say, terrible.
I knew it would
it was
be.
terrible.
When you told me you were going to see Morrissey, I'm like, that's going to be shit.
Do your Morrissey impression.
No,
Yeah, exactly. It was just
it's not right. Hold on.
Okay.
There's got to be faster.
Wait, haven't had a drink in a long time.
Wow. Nothing worse than going to a bad show.
But I gotta
Nothing
say,
wrong with.
it was that for 2 hours. But here's the thing: the Smiths I like. This you have to admit, the Smiths are fun. But this was like
The
his.
Smiths
This
are
was
an
his
interesting
solo
band.
shit. This was his solo shit. So we didn't know any of the songs. So it was like
What the?
it sucked.
Huh.
But it was still fun. But like it was like not. I don't know. But I was shocked.
You go and see some weird shows. It's all over the place. There's no cohesive line through it.
Well, it's fun.
No,
But
it's not.
except for Morrissey, though. Whatever. I'm not trying to shit talk Morrissey. Like he actually does have a good voice. I just didn't know any of the songs and whatever. But I was shocked because normally, if I'm especially going on a date, you would make it nearly impossible for me to do that. And you certainly, if I was like, "Hey, can you watch the kids?" You'd be like, "Absolutely not." You know.
That's not true. I watch
No.
the kids every week.
No, if I'm like going on a date or something,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you would never
Yeah.
watch the kids so I could go out. Like this
No,
is
no,
a
I
new
never used to do that.
development. This is a new development. And
Yeah.
you were like, I'm so excited to watch the
Yeah,
kids on New Year's
it is
Eve.
a
And,
new
and then
development.
I met your girlfriend for the
Because it
first
is. I
time.
don't really know the reason behind that.
I met your girlfriend.
I did feel a bit like Jesus when I said yes. I have to admit. I was like, I was going to send the text, and I thought, wait, just give myself this little moment to recognize how nice I am.
How Jesus-y you are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And then, so did your girlfriend, so you had them New Year's Eve, and then was your girlfriend there New Year's Eve? You guys like
Yeah,
celebrated?
she came over. Now she loves
was
to
that?
go out, so
You know,
it's a
just
big
real
deal
quick.
for her not to go out.
Yeah.
But it was really nice because I thought she would definitely go out. It's like she's very, very social, and we're new. So I was like, oh, here we go. Here's where it goes wrong. Here's where she realizes how weird I am. And I've already had the conversation with her. Like, I don't go out ever.
Well, we never did. We never did.
I don't
in
do
like,
it.
In
I
like
just don't
12
do it.
years that we were together, we never really did that much
No.
at all.
And I realize now that it's odd. It's an odd thing, and it's just me.
I
So,
think it's no offense, but I think it's an age thing. And I just want to say this too.
It's not.
You gave me shit that my boyfriend is 5 years younger when your girlfriend is 24 years younger. I just want that to sink in for a second.
Wait a second. 24.
Sure, for a
no,
second.
It's not 24 years younger. Yes, it is.
It's not 24. Yeah, yes, it is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
I get on better with people in their 20s,
I'm just-
guys as well.
But I'm just saying you gave me shit that he was 5 years when your girlfriend
Because
is
it's different for a woman and a
Oh.
man. It's weird if for a woman and a man.
5 years to 24 years. That's a
I
double
feel like
standard. That's insane.
I mean, yeah, she's very unconventional. I'm sure if we stay together, then this is going to be a wild podcast.
I met her. That was nice. It was very quick, but
She's nice, right?
She seemed really sweet. Like,
Yeah.
you know, really what I care about is that it has a nurturing side.
Very
and
much.
that she's kind and loving and respectful to the kids.
I would say in that respect,
Mhm.
she's great. Very unconventional. Very, very unconventional, which I'll get into later on if it becomes,
Sure.
if I can talk about it. But
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I had mixed, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's all still weird. I know has it been, oh my God. When did we separate? It was
We were having this conversation. She was like, she loves you, by the way. She loves you. She thinks you're brilliant. But she was like, she got into a relationship quick, right? Did you get into a relationship quick?
Well, when exactly did we separate? It was August of 2022.
One.
No, 2.
Was it two? Okay.
2022. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got into my relationship in April or May, actually, of 2023.
Okay.
So nearly a year. And I did not hold hands with anyone, kiss anyone, nothing, sext anyone,
Sick.
which, by the way, what the fuck's going on with sexting? I feel like it's out of control now from what you told me with
She
your
won't do
ex.
it with me until I
Well,
tell her she's my boy. Because we haven't had
Good,
the.
I'm glad.
We haven't had the boyfriend and girlfriend thing.
I'm
so,
really
and
glad.
She won't do it.
I'm glad because
Just
the
put a stop to it.
what the girls that you've told me about pre
Oh,
her,
those ones.
What the fuck? Like
That was out of control.
Like you didn't even say hello and they're sending you pictures of their literal asshole. Like spread cheeked asshole.
I was shocked.
What?
I mean, I
I'm
wouldn't say I
sorry.
didn't even
Hi,
say
my name's
hello.
Steven. Anus. Hi, I'm Steven. Here's my taint. What the fuck?
I got to get rid of those photos. I've got a
Hi.
folder.
Hey, how are you? Clit.
I put them all in my folder.
Close up clit. What's happening? Why are they doing that? I feel like shit wasn't that vulgar. Is it just online porn and
it's
just
crazy? Oh, you're talking about sexting meaning nudes. There's a whole new language that I'm learning. That's nudes. That's different.
Oh my God, it's different.
Sexting is different from
I've
nudes.
never.
Different.
Oh my God.
And I'm not allowed to do. Never done nudes myself. Although people have asked, they want that.
I'm sure.
Why do women want? I thought it was bad. Women want that, and I don't. I've never done it, and I'm never going to do it. Never.
You have to be careful with nudes because you're famous, and
I
so
would never do it
no
anyway.
girls want to see your dick, and then they're gonna screenshot your dick, and then they're gonna use it to whatever blackmail you or something like that. Like that kind of stuff happens. So do not whatever you do. Because they'll
No. I've never done it, but
anything.
the amount of people that have asked me to do it is
I'm sure
weird.
I'm sure.
Because I thought we always used to joke. Who thinks that's a good idea? Who thinks that's an attractive thing to do for a woman?
Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah, but you got to be careful of their motive. Do they just want to have?
You wouldn't like that though.
I mean, I'm different. I'm not like other girls. No, I mean, I actually do feel though a little bit like that because we were like in this relationship for 12 years and then I come out and I feel like the whole world's different. You come out, you're single and we didn't even go on the dating apps, but just to go back to your point about did I get in a relationship quick? It was almost a year and then he and
That's what I thought.
yeah, and then he and he was the first person. He and I were friends for an entire month. And then it progressed into something more. And even still, we're not living together. We are taking it slow. I take it very seriously. He's the only person I've ever introduced to the kids. And I take it very, very seriously.
She's the second person that I've ever introduced to the kids.
Third. I can name three. One starts with a T. One starts with a D.
I know.
One starts with an E.
No, E,
Yes.
no. He never met either of them.
E the other day.
I don't think.
What are you talking about? I just met E.
Not saying that.
I just met E.
I don't think that.
I met E with our kids.
No, I only introduced her to the last girl and E. That's it.
No, T too. T and D.
Oh no, sorry. No, yeah, I did.
T
I
and
went
D.
out for coffee and that was a very bad decision on the first time I did that.
What was a very bad decision?
The first time I did that was the worst possible person I could have done it with, but that's a story for another.
Oh
podcast.
my God, that was.
I don't want to talk about. I think we should get a whole thing about that because I want to go into that.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was insane. But to get back to I just had a good feeling that she would get on with the kids, and she loves them, and they seem to really like her. So.
Well, that's great. I mean, I'm happy about that. It's still weird. Obviously, it was weird, like meeting, and you're just like, oh, cool. Like, it's all so odd, even though it's been so.
Well, this is the first time you're experiencing what I've been experiencing for the last year. I've been dealing with this weirdness for ages, and now you've see what it's like.
Yeah, it's very odd. But then I go, part of me like mourns what was, and I'm just like, what the hell went wrong? And I mourn it. And then the next part of me is like, well, it is what it is. It stopped working. We live a mile down the road. When we're not toxic as fuck. Like, I don't even know what you've been up to because you're blocked on all my social media because you get unhinged and post.
I've blocked you on my social media.
Yeah,
as
I
well
blocked
now.
you too. Because you post out of pocket shit.
I do.
And you get people against me.
I'm definitely I've realized also from like meeting people since we split up. I'm an odd person, but
Really?
I
You're
embrace
just
it now. I
figuring
mean,
that
I'm
out.
definitely not. I'm not. I've definitely got that word unhinged means like a screw loose, and I would agree with that.
Yeah, you really do.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's true.
I can't say I don't.
No, but you know, I mean, look at my dad, you know. Of course, like you marry a weird version of your dad. My
Yeah,
dad
I
is
love your dad,
my
but
dad,
he's definitely got that's why we get on, perhaps.
he's autistic, he's musical, he's nerdy, he's an isolator, he's
I see, I love all that.
funny,
All
he's
that sounds
funny.
like me.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
supposed, you date, you try and find a version of it, but the guy you're with now is like the opposite of all those things.
He has similar traits. He's musical, he's nerdy, he's odd, actually. And if you got to know him, you would see that he is very odd. I don't think I could be with a neurotypical brain, actually. And I don't think you could either. And I could tell just from meeting
But he's
your-
got a normal 9-to-5 job. I don't think normal 9-to-5 job people can be odd.
I think there's a lot of neurodivergent people with 9-to-5 jobs. I think most people have 9-to-5 jobs.
How do they survive?
Look at
in
your
the-
girlfriend. She's definitely got something, you know, not that was not a dig. That's
No,
she's
she's-
eccentric. I love that. So I'm
Oh,
not
you wait till you hear
I'm sure.
how eccentric.
I'm
I mean,
sure.
she's an artist. She's the
right.
actual.
But she's an artist who has a 9-to-5.
No, she doesn't. No, she's
Okay,
not.
whatever. Well,
Um,
but yeah.
Yeah, so she does that for a job. So she
But-
makes her own hours. She goes to sleep at 6 a.m.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't
That's
know about that.
That's their sleep time.
Because you as a good dad, like that's that to wrap my head around that. But when I met boyfriend, he would stay up really late because he didn't, you know, he worked
Yeah.
from home. And so he kind of created his own hours. And so he could do that. And then when he started becoming a little more serious with me, he would start going to bed earlier, waking up earlier. So maybe that will happen with you guys. But I was just, I,
hope
just
so,
wanted to finish
because
my
that's
thought.
the one thing that is hard right now.
Oh, dude, I know. Like when they're sleeping in and you're up and you're just like, eh.
Yeah.
But wait, so just to finish my thought. So it was like, it was weird and I was mourning what was, but then I was like, also how beautiful if 4 parents or 4 adults can love these kids so much, if they have like double the love. Because when you were telling me how much fun you guys were having on New Year's Eve, and like in the morning you text me, hey, can I have them a few more hours because they're having so
Yeah.
much fun with her. And I'm just like, wow, like they get double the love. Like that's so cool. And
Yeah, I can
love
see that. I
you
can definitely
know?
see that. And so, like Poppy, I see why it's so much easier when you have someone else. It's so much easier.
I wanted to talk to you about that. It's also less crazy making because you're not just alone with it. You can look at the other adult and go, did you see what I saw or whatever? And then, yeah, you can each take one kid, especially having one kid with special needs who,
Yeah.
you know, it really is so much easier. That's why if I'm
It was
not
like night and day
if I'm not
having
with,
her here.
yeah, if I'm not with boyfriend, like that's why I love too us still taking them out, taking them to the park, you coming over, hanging
Yeah.
out, because it does make it more fun and easier.
Yeah. Yeah, Poppy didn't want to leave. She's like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. I couldn't make her leave because like she was having fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
They
love
had
that.
sparkle. They were made doing makeup, and God, it was a mess, but it was so much fun.
Yeah, the mess is real. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm just laughing at how it's funny it is that like everything turned out like this. It's so weird.
Yeah, like what the fuck are we doing? We're just like sitting on Zoom.
Sitting on Zoom
Doing a
in 2
call.
houses, one of which we were supposed to be living in. The other this was supposed to be a studio. Do you remember that?
It was a studio. We filmed a literal children's show in it, which
Yeah.
I honestly loved that show. I loved it.
Yeah.
So just to fill you guys in. So Steven and I bought a house somewhere in the valley before we had Alfie. Then we bought this house, our first house after years of making content. We buy the house and then I get pregnant and we have Alfie. Oh,
In this house, though.
Alfie.
We were still in this house then.
Oh,
But
what a
yeah.
perfect name. Alfie
Yeah.
for him. And then I get pregnant again. Oh my God. I remember when I found out it was a girl, I was like terrified because I was like, is she going to be like me?
She is like you.
But I love it now. Even though she gives me hell and sometimes she's mean to me, I still
That's
love it.
crazy. She's me. What does she do?
I don't know. She just gives me a lot of sass and attitude. I think it's a thing. Moms, if you're listening, I hear that kids are the meanest to their moms because they feel safest with them. So they express everything, their frustrations, their anger, their
She
all of
gives
it
me a
to
little
me.
sass now and again, but I would never say she's mean.
Yeah. It's normal,
Wow.
I think. She's
So sorry to
so
interrupt. We had
she's
Alfie,
yeah.
and then we bought the other
Yep.
house, which was a very cheap house, but a big house
Not
that had a
cheap
big
at all.
yard. No, it was it was run down. It wasn't cheap, but it was run down.
I disagree with that. I thought it was in amazing condition. We made it even way better. We
You thought it
knocked
was
that.
amazing condition when we got it? No,
Yeah.
But anyway, we made it killer.
We did. We
And
knocked an entire wall, put a sliding glass door.
oh
all
no,
sorts of-
this one you're talking about. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm ahead of you. Sorry, you carry on. Tell the story.
Yeah. So we bought the house. Then I got pregnant again with Poppy. Then we're like, shit, we're running out of rooms. There's no way we can live and work and have 2 babies in this house. So we find a house a mile down the road and make the decision to keep our first house, which is magic. You have to admit that house is
Yeah, the
absolute
first house
magic.
is my favorite.
Which Steven is in now. Then we
Yeah.
buy the second house, which was run down. And I was like, I want to renovate this. Let's do this. And that was a huge, that's like a whole other thing to get into. But yeah, basically this house a mile down the road is now where I live with the 2 kids. And then they go back and forth to our first house. So we are a mile down the road, which honestly is kind of great.
I thought it was great, and then I hated it
Yeah.
because it was very hard to separate.
Sorry.
Because I was at my house, and you're like, and you said one day to me,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I wish I had my family back, and you said, oh, you still have, and I was like, what? I suppose I have, and then I spoke to I was having therapy at the time,
Yeah.
and I spoke to my therapist, and I said, well, Laura said it's just like that, and my therapist went, that's crazy to say that. I didn't
Really?
tell you that. She said that's a crazy perspective to say to someone because it's nowhere near like having the family.
I hear that. I
So
guess
you never quite understood where I was coming from, I don't think. But so I struggled with it. I thought it was all right. Then I really struggled with it. But now I've made peace with it again.
that's great. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to invalidate your feelings around that. I guess from my perspective, I meant you still have your family, meaning you still have your kids. You can see them whenever you want. Like I've never been like, no, you can't come over. No, like unless we're in a really bad place, which has happened.
Yeah.
That I almost got a restraining order at one point, and then we worked through that. But if we are respecting each other and doing well, then I've never stopped you from seeing them. And that's why I feel like you still have your family, you still have 2 kids, but I do understand it's not the nuclear family that it once was. It's not, we're not all under one roof, and it is different. It is different.
It's a
different.
totally different thing.
Yeah. And
but
maybe
it's-
I've
and
been
that
in denial too,
takes
more than
a lot
you.
of getting used to. But yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I don't like being on my. Do I like being on my own? I don't like being on my own, but I don't like going out. And then I don't like being with some people, and then I do like being with people.
I don't like being on my own, but I also hate being with people.
Yeah, it's true. It's weird. It's a weird existence.
Yeah, I just feel like we're all full of contradictions, like all of us,
Yeah.
because when we were together, you couldn't wait to get away and have your alone time, which
You
makes
always
sense.
say that, and I never feel like I was getting away to do our show.
Sure, to work, I got it, but I think I felt that, but I also felt like that's totally normal, especially for men to like need that space.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, I've seen that. My dad was a full workaholic. Like he just worked on Christmas. It was just like work, gotta go to work, and
Yeah, I
that-
get your
yeah.
dad like that.
Yeah.
But your boyfriend seems the opposite of that. He doesn't need alone time. Doesn't like alone time.
Maybe not as much. I think he still does need it.
Really?
Well, we also don't live together. So
Right.
he has space, He does stay over maybe a few nights a week, maybe. But like he has his own space, his own house, his own life in a sense. So we have not merged those things together, which I love actually. I love taking it slow. I also love having my own space with the kids.
It's
You
weird
know?
for you and me, but especially for you when you're famous and you're perceived to have a lot of money. It's there's so many reasons for someone to be with you that
Yes.
that would it's that's tricky.
Yeah, you asked the question, hey, would you still be with me if I worked at Trader Joe's and I lived in a studio apartment and I had 2 kids and no help
Right.
whatsoever and no housekeeper? Would
Right.
you, it's like stuff like that. And then, yeah, I
And do you
think,
think yes to that
no, I
question?
think no. I think
But
no.
then that's a problem.
Is it? Because
Yeah.
I don't think, I used to think that, well, would he be with me if my life looked differently or, you know, but I think that it is attractive. And for you too, it's attractive to be successful or to be talented or to be, that's attractive. And so there's nothing wrong with being attracted to that.
Well, it is if the perception of you is wrong in terms of, for example, financially now. Like
Yeah.
we went from like doing extraordinarily well financially to really having a rough ride right now. So I'm very like with anyone I meet, I'm like, I literally go, I haven't got any money. I literally,
love that that's
I
your
get it in
opening
the first
line.
conversation. I
Yeah.
bring it up somehow because I don't want that to go into it. And it's surprisingly, some people, it's surprising how many people are like okay with that because I think
Yeah.
that sometimes people are with me for that. But I'm building something, a startup from brand new, and thank God it's going well. But there was a moment there where I was really worried,
Yeah.
and so but when the perception of you is, for example, for you,
Yeah.
because you're more famous than me, rich, successful. And then when he stays over at your house, there's a housekeeper cleaning up after him.
Right.
That is a scale balance like that. But in your situation,
Uh-huh.
you're with a less successful younger man. He has all the positives in the relationship, every single one of them. Whereas for me, going out with someone that perhaps isn't as successful, that I only get the sex positive. The rest of it, I get
Yeah,
the
but
positives.
how can you say that? I mean, that's
Because it's very obvious.
yeah, that he gets all the positives, but how do
He
you
gets
know
the
that?
house that we worked so long for. He
Well,
gets a housekeeper picking up after him. He gets a famous girlfriend. He gets to have sex. He gets to now having sex is just a biological thing that is massively risky for a woman and a massive win for a man. So men are just trying to do it as much as they can, and women it's much riskier because you've got to protect kids.
yeah.
So I struggle with looking at your relationship a lot because I cannot see the scale is so this way.
Mm. Mm.
And that's why I say sometimes I wish if you could like go and work at Trader Joe's for a month in an alternative universe
Yeah.
and see, or me or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm very straight out the gate with the financial stuff because people think I'm loaded because we were loaded. We were multimillionaires at one point, and now we're down to like nothing.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty much,
I wouldn't say nothing. I mean,
almost.
but I have to
Be honest,
well, no, I'm not
not
I
nothing, but
here's my side
yeah,
is we separated 2.5 years ago. My job was to be funny, to be a clown for a living, and I was feeling anything but. I was dealing with the trauma of our really tumultuous breakup. It was not like a amicable, we just we just grew apart. No, it was
No,
not
it was
fucking
very
that
dramatic.
at all. It was terrifying. It was traumatizing. It was, I was really struggling a lot. So, of course, I'm not gonna like be filming funny videos every day. Like, I needed to heal, and I
know.
knew that that would mean that I was not going to be bringing in what I once did.
Yeah,
So,
and I went back to. Sorry, carry on.
no, just like I did what I had to do to pay the bills. And I have done that for the last 2.5 years. I've worked and done what I needed to do. I've taken the brand deals and filmed and monetized in whatever way that I needed to cover all of my massive amount. Like, you guys would fucking faint if you saw what I had to pay every month.
Yeah.
So
So
I did what I needed to do, and now I'm finally feeling back and like ready. I'm so excited to have this weekly show and blow it the fuck up and make more money
Yeah.
than I ever have doing what I love and what I'm good at. So there you go. And I've been very upfront with boyfriend about, my financial situation, and that in no way would I be okay with him coming in and me paying all the bills. And
But even like things like he gets his laundry done at your house, which for a man is a weird. Like, do your own laundry.
Well, so what if
Like,
is his pants go in the wash once a week? Who fucking
you
cares?
can't
He-
see the massive power imbalance in that relationship then. Massive.
I mean, for me, in my what I see is someone who I go out on fun dates with, which, by the way, he pays for. He pays for all the dates. It's not like I'm going out. I'm not sugar mama. He's literally paying for nice dinners and shows and, to go see the Philharmonic or whatever the hell we're doing. Like, he pays for all of that. He's romantic. He buys me flowers and gifts and things like that. He's very generous. He buys the kids stuff too.
He didn't buy the kids any Christmas presents on
Okay.
his first Christmas with
That's
the kids.
because I told him. He was like, hey, I was thinking of getting Poppy Peppa Pig shoes and Alfie this. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. Because
I said, don't worry about it. Just what you say as a parent. No, don't worry about it.
and I said
But
that
you
to him.
don't not do it.
I said, don't do it. I said, no, because
I said, don't do it as well.
it felt too soon. And so, whatever. You're just looking for reasons.
No,
But-
no, I'm just. I mean, no, I'm just being honest. I'm saying that that's been a big struggle for me. The split up was the houses being close together is good, but then when you were like, well, you still have the family, and then that was like a confusing time. And then when the relationship, I could see the relationship with you guys,
Mhm.
then I really span out. I really
Yeah.
span out because I was worried about my kids. I was worried about intentions. Frankly, I was upset that someone else was living in the house that I really had to, this contractor run off with the house, our dream house. So I was dealing with all that.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't fun living a mile down the road at all. I tell you that.
Well, I hear all of that, and that makes sense. And then I think I saw you acting out in ways that were terrifying. I mean,
Yeah. I went off
what
the rails.
fuck?
It was too much.
Jesus. I mean, it's actually why I blocked you on all socials and then you blocked me, is because you get angry and then you post really hurtful things publicly, which I don't understand, because even if you're mad at me, I'm still the mother of your children. And if you're upset with me, why not just call me and say,
Because you never pick up the phone
that's
and
not
you
true.
never answer my
That's not
texts.
true.
It is.
No, it's not. That's dramatic and it's not
And
true.
that's another thing. When you're with
not
him,
true.
you're not allowed to speak to me, which is weird.
That's also not true. But if you're having a date with your girlfriend, I guarantee you're not going to pick up.
I
Unless
definitely answer messages from you when I'm out with her. Definitely.
I answer your messages too.
Well, yeah. So I'm just sort of giving a rundown of the year, but it's been so yeah. So it's the public perception of us and the reality of us is right now. It's very different.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. It
But
is.
that's okay. I think every person, whether they're a famous artist or not,
goes in waves, ups and downs, and you just ride.
Yeah.
You have to ride the wave. By the way,
Yeah.
I've never been good at wrapping up. What do I say
Right,
again?
it's
You gotta
weird, right?
Is it subscribe? Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you next week. Well, no, I won't. I'll talk to you this weekend.
So this is fun. This has been fun because this is new. We
Yeah.
did this for a while, and then we stopped, and now we're doing it again. So it's
Yeah.
exciting, but it's chaos again, which is good.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Hi, y'all. I'm Pamela Pupkin, and you're watching The Pamela Pupkin Show starring Pamela Pupkin. I'm Pamela Pupkin. Our guest today is choreographer and creator of Naughty Girl Fitness, a fitness program designed specifically for sluts. Janelle Ginestra, come on out.
Thank you
Oh,
for
if you could
having me.
just keep dancing a little bit, just because we're doing like an Ellen DeGeneres thing, and then we're just going to add the music later.
Woo!
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
It's
me.
Janelle Ginestra.
Gynecologist-ish, yes, but it's just Ginestra. Ginestra.
Ginestra.
Yes.
Janelle Ginestra.
Ooh, I'm a little out of breath.
Morning routine. So you
Okay.
take 3 deep breaths, then what?
And then I will usually write. So I have something called the 5-minute journal, and it sets my intentions for the day.
Okay.
And
I love
a
it.
affirmation.
I love it. I'm a big affirmation girl.
I love that.
them.
Good. What's
Yeah.
your favorite?
Today is a beautiful day of opportunity. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I open myself up to the universe and trust in the unfolding of my life.
That was beautiful.
I'm hot. I'm beautiful. I'm enough. I am abundant. Abundance is me. When I see the world, I see it for what it is. The most important decision you'll ever make is whether you choose to look at the world as a friendly place or a hostile place. That's Einstein, not me. And I see beauty, grace, love, and cherish all
Thank you.
that is.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I wasn't done,
Okay.
but that's okay. Back to you.
Me.
Yeah, back to
Okay.
you.
Sorry. I do like it though. You can send me maybe a voice recording later.
Affirmations. You do affirmations. You do 5 minutes of what's your intention for the day.
Yes.
I'm assuming your intention was, I have this big opportunity with Pamela Pupkin. My life's never going to be
My
the
life's
same.
never going to be the same,
Yeah.
and this is the biggest thing that I've ever done in my
And
fucking life.
I'm so happy to facilitate that and to change your life the way that I have. And you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Genuinely,
absolutely.
thank you.
Absolutely.
And then
you
I
know
work
what?
out.
And then you work out.
I have to.
You work out.
I do.
I'm just kidding. Laugh.
Can you tell that I work out?
Yes,
Okay, good.
Because this is what she does for a living. That's why I was like, you work out.
I know. I understood the joke.
Okay.
It was a good joke.
Because you do, your profession is a instructor, a fitness instructor.
Yes.
And so I was like, you work out.
Yeah. It was, no, I'm saying it was a good joke.
It was, yeah.
It
I liked
hit.
it did hit.
He was holding in his laugh
Okay.
just because we're filming.
Because that's what you do. That's why I was like, what? You do that?
Yeah.
It's like,
weird.
you know,
Yeah. Like,
It was like a throw off.
hey, you're doing great, babe.
because you're literally, your thing is like Naughty Girl Fitness. And I was like, wait, you work out?
Do you do Naughty Girl Fitness in the morning or do your own routine, a different workout?
I do a mixture because since I choreograph Naughty Girl Fitness all the time, I have to mix it up for myself to educate myself more, and I have to explore.
I
so
like that.
yeah, so I do and dibble and dabble in other, forms of fitness, which I'm about to start bringing strength training to Naughty Girl Fitness, which I'm excited about. Yeah.
Wait, so, okay. So you started off, have you even had any professional training?
Yes.
Are you licensed even?
Yeah, I'm NASM certified.
You're what certified? NASA
NASM.
certified? That's for space.
Well,
Are you certified for working out?
Oh no, just for space. But I figure if I can do that, I can fucking do anything.
But seriously, where did you get your fitness workout certification?
So through NASM. And then also I've been a professional dancer, so I really understand the body to a whole different degree. I've been dancing since I was 2.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So your mom, was she pushing it on you?
No, actually I was pushing it on her.
Really? So you knew what you wanted to do at a young age?
Yeah, very young.
Isn't that incredible?
It is.
I just love that. I think it's in all of us. You know, they say that ants are born and they know their destiny. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So you knew that?
Like the ant colonies, they just follow each other and they just go build shit.
Right. But like they wake up, they're born and like one's born a queen ant. And then one is born a worker ant, and then one is born like a slutty ant. You'd love that ant. And
I have a slutty ant.
You do?
Yeah.
We all have a slutty ant, don't we?
Aunt Moon, she's a hoot. I love her.
Oh my God. She's just out here running through the town or what?
Well, no, she's just fun and freaky and wild.
Aunt Moon?
Aunt Moon.
Shout out to you, Aunt Moon.
I love you, Aunt Moon.
She's out here mooning everybody. That's a fitting name for her. She's showing her asshole to everybody.
Her asshole. Yes.
Oh my God.
And
Aunt
hers might
Moon.
not be as tight as yours.
Get out of here. You can do Kegels
Or get in
for
here.
your anus.
Yeah.
That's right. So is Aunt Moon, what's her deal? Is she in a relationship?
She is.
With who?
With Mario.
Get out.
Yeah.
Is Mario the only one or are they polyamorous?
No, they're not poly.
What's your thoughts on polyamory? Let me guess, you'll love it.
Actually, I believe myself to be monogamous.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought from all the pussy popping online.
Oh, well, I just like to pussy pop for fun, but it's not my full identity.
You're not pussy popping.
I'm not pussy popping
out
everywhere.
on these streets.
No.
I see.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Clayton, how do you feel about pussy popping?
You know, I think it's a practice that should be celebrated.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for having me today.
What? Of course. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I got to say, when you came in here, I was thinking, God, her. But, you know, you're popping off online. People are loving your stuff. And I got to say, I was judging what you were doing.
Why do you think?
Well, because, you know, I look at, you know, what I do as, you know, so graceful and I'm a woman of faith and dignity. And when I saw what you were doing, I was like, I don't want to associate with that. You know, and then the more I get to know you, the more I think, wow, you're not just a big old slut after all.
Yeah.
You're more than that.
Don't you think we can be both?
I do.
Yeah.
I actually do.
Yeah. I'm a woman of faith too.
Really?
Yes.
And I got to say, I would love to collaborate with you.
Really?
I do. Yeah. I would love that.
And I think that'd be so important for all women to see.
2 people, 2 girls, you know, women, girl on girl, not,
I mean,
I'm not coming up, well,
whatever.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. As you know, I'm open to that.
I mean, look, you're open and I feel open right now.
You just spread your legs
I
a
do.
little bit
I
more.
do. I feel tingly.
Okay, good.
In the downstairs.
Good. That's what I want for you.
Really?
Yes.
So I think we should have Clayton. I can see a semi happening.
There you go. Cross your legs, Clayton.
cross
You don't
your
want to see your
fucking
camel
legs.
dick.
Cross your fucking legs, Clayton. I think we should collaborate. Okay. Valentine's Day workout. Let's do it. Let's make something fun, self-love, sexy, sensual, but still for Jesus lovers.
Of course.
I love it. Hold on 1 second.
You're just letting it all out today.
She's healing.
I'm telling you. Naughty Girl Fitness is healing. It's cleansing you.
Thank you.
Should I check your nose?
Makeup. Is it all messed up?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Guys, this was freaking amazing. Janelle, what is it?
Ginestra.
Janelle Ginestra, creator of Naughty Girl Fitness, choreographer, most optimistic, gorgeous person I've ever met in my freaking life. I love her. She's amazing. Where can they follow you?
At Janelle Ginestra, and then my business is at naughtygirl.fitness.
Y'all give her a follow, and guess what? Her and I are collabing. We're gonna do a Valentine's Day workout, y'all. Best workout of February. It's gonna be freaking amazing. We should hang out after.
I would love that.
I would love that. We should get to, dinner or I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying like
as friends.
No, like as friends if you wanted to hang out.
Yeah, I would love
without
that.
Clayton.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love that.
Okay, cool.
Anything you want to leave them with? Any last words? Do you feel like there's something you want to say that you didn't get to say?
I just think I want to do our bounce and clap and praise one more time.
Oh, honey, I love that she said that. What a good way to
I think it's
end
the
it.
perfect send-off.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it,
All right,
baby.
ready?
Can you add on? Can you add on?
We'll go
in there?
praise,
Okay.
and then we'll do a naughty girl favorite, and we'll go rip the nips.
Oh, yes.
Rip the nips.
Okay. I love it. I love
Okay.
it. Let's do it, baby.
Bounce 3 times, clap 3 times, praise, rip the nips. I'm gonna count us in. Ready?
Okay, let's do it, guys. You guys do it with us too. You guys do it too.
Okay, a 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Praise. Go. Rip the nips. Rip the nips.
One more time.
Okay.
Bounce.
Bounce, bounce, clap, 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 praise, rip the nips, rip the nips.
Woo! Thank you so much, Janelle. All right.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Am I leaving?
Yes, get out.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That was good.
She was great, right?
She was great.
She was really good.
She was great.
Thought I was going to hate her.
I didn't. I liked her a lot.
Did you?
I'm going to follow her.
Bye, Janelle.
Bye.
I think that went well.
I'm Pamela Pupkin, and this Valentine's Day, let's practice loving ourselves. And also Alan. Come on, feel the beat. Now left, right, hug yourself. Left, right, love yourself. Come on. Left, right, hug yourself. Now let's try hugging someone else. Celebrate your body, let's have some fun. Celebrate your body, we only have one. Now swivel your hips, you're enough. Come on, swivel your hips and get buff. Show your pelvis some love, get lower. Show your pelvis some love, move slow.
Hi, Janelle.
Touch, feel, release, heal. Touch, feel, release, heal. Touch, feel, release, heal. Touch, feel, release. Bounce that ass.
And love jump, pump that rump. Love jump, pump that rump. Love jump, pump that rump. Love jump, pump that rump.
Anyway, it's Valentine's Day. I'm still single, even though Steven's divorced. He doesn't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole, and I have a restraining order. And he got a restraining order on me. Super, super dramatic. So I don't know. I thought, I'd focus on self-love and buy myself some gifts this Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and call Ross and see if they have any butt plugs.
Hello, this is Ross. Can I help you?
Hi there. I was just wondering, do you guys carry the Jiggly Jelly Rammer by Goo Works?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you guys carry the Jiggly Jelly Rammer by Goo Works?
No.
Okay. What about the Butt Nugget 4000 by Cheeks Unlimited?
So that one we might. However, right now we're getting like low inventory.
Oh, I see. Do you guys have the Soggy Squirts? The Soggy Squirt Stick by Splish Splash?
I am not sure, to be honest.
You got any plans for Valentine's Day?
Me, no.
You're not really. Maybe you want to put the moist loin thruster on hold and we could, I don't know, test it out together.
it gotta be off the clock, you know, not right now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you. And I'm just saying, if you want to try out the Butt Nugget 4000 with me, that would sound like fun. That could be a fun time.
Oh yeah, gotta be after hours.
After hours? Okay. Well, it's a date then. Damn, what's your name again? Okay. Well, looks like I'm not going to be alone on Valentine's Day.